evening. This is the Doty Report. I am Crystal Williams, a health educator and board member of the Georgia Doty Foundation. This is a live interactive show. We are welcoming to your calls in with questions or comments. The number is placed at the bottom of your television screen. This is our first show, and I would first like to thank you all for joining us at CAN TV, Channel 21. You can also join us on cable TV and online at cantv.org/hotline. This is the Doty Report. I would like to share a little information about who we are and our mission. Their foundation is a nonprofit organization. It's a 501c3 that brings health awareness into communities. We promote education to veterans and senior citizens on health issues and the importance of testing on HIV and hepatitis C, which is what we were originally known for the past 20 years, the Georgia Doty HIV Hepatitis C Community Outreach Program. We've been promoting health education, testing veterans and senior citizens in majority of communities that are non-profit areas and especially this underserved. Our organization has grown and we have expanded to providing education on many more health topics. Within the underserved communities, we provide free testing and educational resources to individuals on major health topics in order to prevent illness and to bring more awareness to our society. Today, our topic will be focused on breast cancer in honor of our Breast Cancer Awareness Month of October. Please feel free to call in with your questions and comments at the phone number at the bottom of your screen. The guest speaker we have today is here in representation of Sisters Working It Out, which is a health advocacy program. And her name is Miss Diana Hendricks. She's a registered nurse, and we welcome you to our show. Thank you so very much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So basically, with Sisters Working It Out, would you like to share what your program is about, or would you like
Most definitely.
Okay.
Sisters Working It Out, as she says, my name is Diana Hendricks, and I am with Sisters Working It Out. Sisters Working It Out is a breast cancer awareness and health advocacy organization. We are a non-for-profit. The organization was founded by Dr. Monica Peak roughly around 11 years ago. She saw the need of African American and minority women living in the medically underserved communities throughout the south and west side of Chicago. Our mission for Sisters Working It Out is to serve as a catalyst to eliminate the socioeconomic disparities that drive some of the nation's highest breast cancer mortality rates for minority and underserved women in Chicagoland area.
Okay, so one thing I noticed about your program, did you reach out to the Woodlawn areas, the Inglewood areas in Chicago?
Yes, those are all the communities we work with.
And you promote mammograms and free testing?
Yes, we promote early detection we educate women to know their breast health. To know when to get their mammograms. And we also facilitate women to get screening mammograms.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, well, I know we have callers that's going to be calling in, and I just wanted to share a little information about the statistics on breast cancer. Because I know you were saying basically in one in eight of
one in eight
women are known to actually
will be diagnosed with breast cancer, yes.
Okay. All right. And it's mostly found, of course, in African American women more so?
No, actually, the Caucasian, our counterparts, are diagnosed at a higher rate than we are. Studies are catching up now that we're catching up with being diagnosed. But the thing is that our mortality rate is higher.
Okay, that's
in our community, yes, in African Americans and Latino women.
I see. Have you known anything about the cancer incidence when they was talking about hormone replacement therapy and things of that sort? They were saying it was a higher incidence.
Yes, because of course, if you are menopausal and you're on hormone treatment, or you have taken birth control, that increase your risk of having breast cancer. That is one of the risk factor that increases your risk in you getting breast cancer.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, one thing is, I know we're going to have to keep it moving. So first, I would like to ask a few questions before we start accepting calls. But I want our viewers to know that they're welcome to start calling and we can start taking calls. First, I would like to ask you a little bit about breast cancer as far as detection and when it comes to checking your breast and knowing when it's a good time to check and understand the importance of checking your breast on a monthly basis.
Okay, you gave me a lot of loaded questions there in that one segment. Okay, first of all, for young women, we're going to start with, before you get to menopause, you check your breast usually 1 week after your period, because we all know that once you're about to come on your period or have on your period, your breast is tender and painful. So you don't want to do a breast exam at that time. So you're going to do it like a week after your period. If you are a menopausal woman and you don't have your period anymore, you pick a date. Like, just for instance, if it's the 15th, you're going to check your breast the 15th of every month. Okay. So that is how you just set your date to check your breast.
Okay.
Do your self-breast exam.
Okay, thank you so very much. Looks like we have a caller. Just a little bit. Let me see which one I'm supposed to push here. Okay, just one moment.
Yes, good evening. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can.
Okay. Men also catch breast cancer. And all the shows that I see on TV, they never bring that up. I had it. I would have never brought it up if I didn't have it. But I checked, and sure enough, there was a little soreness. Put it off. Then my friend said, man, you better go get checked. I went to go get checked, and sure enough, I had, boom, a little operation, and it was no more problem. But please tell men and women, if they feel that there's something wrong, go see your doctor, or believe me, you may not have a chance to if you wait too long. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for calling and giving that information. Because that is very true, because it is known that men will get breast cancer, for those that could not hear him, because it was a little hard to hear. And it's very important for men to know that they can be still tested and checked for it, just the same as when they have to go for prostate checks as well. Excuse me.
Right. And just to, piggyback on, that is so true. And I was getting to that on when we get ready to demonstrate the self-breast exam, that men do have breast cancer or, become diagnosed with breast cancer. So it's important for our young men and our young women and men to get to do their self-breast exam.
Okay, would you like to do a breast example now so we can at least show our viewers how to do so?
Oh, sure. And I brought some breast just so we can have a visual on what we're talking about. And as I do this is how Sisters Working It Out, our mission and our goal is to educate women and men about the importance of early breast cancer detection. And we do that because we educate women. Mm-hmm. We educate women and men, and they go out in the communities and educate other women. So far, Sisters Working It Out, we have over 40 community health educators. Wonderful. And they have reached over 3,500 women
That's
that
great.
go out and educate. So that is how we meet our goal in the community, by going out and, outreach and educating and have health educators.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay.
Okay, I know we have another caller, but we
Sure.
have a caller. If you can wait a moment.
Sure.
You want to wait? Okay, I'll tell you. We'll take this caller and then we'll
Right.
do them.
Okay.
Okay. Let me take the call now. Go ahead.
Yes, I had a quote. Well, actually, I guess there's two questions. I recently heard that you can, as far as you can get cancer, or it can help increase you getting breast cancer by getting a mammogram. Or are there any alternatives to the machine or something?
Would you like? Okay, from what all I know about that is has been said in the past that it's some type of radiation, and then instead of a mammogram, they call a thermogram. This is supposed to be a little less radiation, but I still believe both of them encounter radiation when they have to do the testing. But I don't think that these tests cause the cancer. But I can't say that for sure.
Okay, I can definitely answer that for you. No. The amount of radiation that a mammogram gives off is about the same as if you go to the dentist.
Okay.
So that is all a myth. The mammogram, the radiation does not cause cancer. That is the best tool we have to date to detect breast cancer. So it's definitely, that's all a myth. It does not cause you to have breast cancer, and the amount of radiation is very minimal.
Wonderful. Thank you for clearing that up for me.
No problem.
Okay, now we can go ahead for the exam. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. So this is a breast. I'm going to hold it up just so we see exactly how and what we should do. Okay. Before we get started, your breast tissue, you have lymph nodes that run under your collarbone, from your armpits to under your collarbone. So that is actually where you start a self-breast exam. You lift your arm up. If you're going to examine your right breast, you're going to use your left arm. And if you're examining your right breast, you're going to do your right arm. Right. I am right dominant, so I'm going to choose to do my left breast with you guys just to show you, okay? You're going to lift your armpit up, and you're going to go into the hollow of your arm, okay? So you're looking at your armpit. To find it, you can put it down. Once your finger hit that, you are at that point, okay? And that's where you begin your self-breast exam, okay? You can start here, or you can start by checking your collarbone, okay? So your lymph nodes go all the way. So you check, just run your arms from here all the way to this little hollow in your neck, okay? And I'm just outlining your breast. And you go all the way down to your bra line and you come around, okay? So you're going to start your self-breast exam. You start under your arm. First of all, you're going to use these 3 fingers, and you're going to do the pads, okay? So your pads start right here, and these are the pads of your arm that you're going to use, okay? And when you're doing a self-breast exam, you're going to use palpations, they call it, okay? You have 5 pieces to breast exam, and the first one is your palpations. So you have a light palpation that you're going to use to check for surface lump. That checks for surface lump. Then your next one is going to be your medium pressure or palpation, and then the deep, because your breast tissue go all the way to the walls of your rib cage. So if you don't do those 3 pressures, you're gonna miss something. You're liable to miss something, okay? So remember, you have your 3 finger and your pads, okay? And you're gonna do this, okay? Your positioning is also very important. If you are standing up in your shower or laying down, we'll talk about when you're laying down, but if you're standing up, you're going to use this arm, and you're going to either put it here or above here, okay? All right? And you're going to do the palpation. Just because if I do it under my arms, you will not be able to see, so I'm going to do it on the breast, okay? So here is my collarbone, under my armpit, right? And I'm just doing this so you will be able to see. And I'm going in a circular motion, and I'm doing light pressure. So you're just moving the skin, okay? Then I'm going to go deep pressure, okay? So I'm getting down so you can feel anything. And if you noticed the way my placement of my fingers, okay, I'm right on top of it. I'm not going this way, and I'm not sticking myself this way, okay? Those are not correct position. You have to make sure you're directly on it.
Fingertips.
Right, okay? And you go light, medium, deep, okay? Light, medium, deep. Okay, all right. Your pattern, just so you're not missing anything, you're going to move this finger, your last finger of the 3, down, and you walk the other 2 down, never taking it off the breast, okay? Don't do that. And you continue light, medium, deep, okay? Do the same thing. Move it. Then you walk these fingers down, okay? So that way you're keeping your position and you're less likely to miss a spot, okay? So you do it all the way down. I will just continue. And we're going to go. And for time, and you go down. You go down. You go down. Until you get all the way down, okay? Once you are down, you're going to move this finger back a little bit, okay? That last finger, your landmark. You walk the other ones back. So now you're on a different line. So you have patterns, okay? Remember I said there was 5 P's, your pattern, okay? So I choose this pattern. Down, up, down, lawnmower, okay? The lawnmower pattern, okay? All right? Once you get to that last finger gets over the nipple of your breast, okay? You want it to get on your nipple. You're going to press down, and you're going to light, medium, deep, okay? And you continue all the way until you have completed the entire breast.
Okay.
Okay? So you find a pattern. Some people do it this way. Some people do it that way. You find a pattern that works for you and it feels good, okay? Once you have done that, you're finished completely with your breast. You get under your armpits and you do the same thing to your arm.
Okay.
To this under part of your arm until you're like halfway your arm. Why? Once again, you have lymph nodes that carries the fluid and blood throughout your body, and they are there. So you want to make sure that you're feeling the same thing, okay? So remember, you do under your collarbone to this groove of your neck, okay? And you could start wherever, but make sure you complete it.
Okay.
All right? Now, that is how you do that, but your self-breast exam is not over, okay? Second part to this is you are looking at your breasts. Get to know your breasts. Look at the breasts. They are called the girls for a reason. You get to know your girlfriend, get to know your breast, okay? You are looking to make sure they are the same size. When you're feeling that whatever is here is on this side as well. Women tissues are glandular tissues. They are made to be lumpy, bumpy, and ridges, okay? Yes. One of the signs is that if you feel one here, you should feel it over here as well, okay? They're symmetrical. You got to make sure they're the same. So you're making sure they're the same size, they're the same shape. Look at your nipples. Make sure there's no discoloration, there's no redness, there's no rash, there's no itchiness, okay? If you notice you had a outie and one morning you get up and there's an innie, as like your umbilical cord, that's not normal for you. Get that checked out, okay? If you look, everything should be the same. No redness, no discoloration, no swelling, no discharges from your nipple. Discharges are clear, yellow, or bloody. Shouldn't be there, okay? Have it checked out. Now, do not manipulate your nipple, okay? Don't squeeze your nipple because it was created to produce. So if you are squeezing your nipple and stuff come out of it, yeah, don't do that. Stop squeezing it. Don't squeeze it. But if you notice when you're taking your bra off or you just look down and there's discharge coming out, now, you know, it's time for you to get that checked out, okay? Once you look in front of your mirror and you look at your breasts and they're the same, you are going to, and I might have to stand for this one, okay. You are going to turn, when you're looking in the mirror, you're supposed to be this. Okay. And turn. You turn around, you do the same thing. You're looking for any indentation, any puckering, okay? The Superwoman move. Hold your hand up, bend over. Okay. Okay? That's the way you're going to see if there's an indentation in your breast, okay? And that,
okay, go ahead.
You know, complete your self-breast exam. So you're basically looking to see if you see any indentation, and by that you mean anything caving in, okay, on your breast, dimpling. So you look, get to know your breast. Early detection saves lives. Okay. So the only way you're going to do that is if you get to know your norm.
Okay, we're going to have to start wrapping up, but we thank you so very much for that information, and it was helpful. Do we have any more callers? No? Okay. Anyway, basically we want to thank all of our viewers for calling in and for participating in our show today. And we want to thank you so very much for Diana Hendricks for coming and giving this representation. The Georgia Doty Report will be airing every Tuesday at this time at 6 o'clock, and we look forward to you coming back and joining us next Tuesday. My name is Crystal Williams, and thank you again for tuning in.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
That's okay. And
is it done?
The contact information for Sisters Working It Out. We are sisters, www.sistersworkingitout.org, or you can get us at swiochicago@gmail.com.
Yes.
Our phone number is 312-574-3053.
Okay, I'm going to show a quick overhead of an event that's coming up, and it's called Day of Beauty for All Cancer Survivors. It is a free event. I'm having trouble getting this to zoom in, but okay. Oops. Excuse me for that mistake. But anyway, this is for, it's a free event, and the date of it is November 4th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in Liberty Full Gospel Church. And it has the information, Sisters Working It Out, Cancer Awareness Health Advocacy Organization. It's a free event. Please go on their website and try to join them on November 4th.